Gorilla Tag's worst YouTuber is back. This is PursuitVR, and he has one of the most awful reputations in the entire history of Gorilla Tag. He's done things such as being racist and sending death threats to people. PursuitVR is the most racist, hated, and disliked YouTuber in the Gorilla Tag community, and I'm explaining everything. Real quick though, huge announcement! This year I'm trying my absolute hardest on YouTube, putting in the maximum quality, continuing to post high quality videos such as this one. Please just help me by liking or subscribing. Please, I know literally every YouTuber asks this, but it helps out so much. Now back onto the video. The first thing we'll talk about is PursuitVR's past. PursuitVR has done some quite awful things in the past, and I'll mention them, but before I do, let me give you a little backstory towards how he got his awful reputation he has today. First of all, PursuitVR created his channel on the 16th of December 2022, and was quote-unquote inspired by jmancurly.
The main reason why I wanted to start Gorilla Tag YouTube is mainly with the fact of when I saw other Gorilla Tag content creators doing YouTube. I thought it was really inspiring. People like jmancurly, I knew jmancurly before he was famous, and I thought it was actually really interesting what he did. So I pursued my career in doing my first channel called PursuitVR, and that didn't really work out, so I pursued my next career, which is PursuitVR.
His first channel was not originally named PursuitVR though. His first channel was actually named MercyVR. MercyVR was obviously confirmed to be him, otherwise that channel would not have been mentioned in this video. However, PursuitVR was called out for being MercyVR and people got suspicious. The worst part about this is that PursuitVR was actually mentioning that he was unfortunately MercyVR to other content creators in private, but little did he know this information would go public. And MercyVR had a terrible reputation for doing terrible things. MercyVR was known as a racist. He also told people to self-harm and to also kill themselves. One of Mercy's friends, aka Pursuit's old friend, was named MoonlightVR, and what he did to him was a lot of manipulation. He manipulated him into giving things such as code, as well as saying some horrifying things to him in screenshots provided earlier. He also did some things such as framing other content creators. While PursuitVR was under the mask known as Mercy, he also did a video where he faked a suicide via the Twitch account MercyVR TTV on Twitch.
This is it, chat.
Mercy also manipulated TroutVR for a player model to use, and TroutVR allowed him to use this model. So how could this be wrong? Trout specifically only allowed him to use this player model in beta testing, but still he used this after beta testing and claimed that it was his own original asset. He does also have a live account still up on YouTube. This is PursuitVR with a voice changer.
You got live stream open? No! Little shit. Shit over here. You think you can run away from MercyVR? I'll show you Mercy, little shit.
And with this facade of a family-friendly YouTuber who doesn't swear, in these 3 streams available on the account, we see his true identity as he swears a lot. There's nothing wrong with it, but there's no need to hide a mask under your true personality just for the personal gain of YouTube. PursuitVR is not the most friendliest guy.
That's why you're short. Bro, you're literally a dude. Out of my face, I don't give a.
Okay, I don't
You
this is it.
are a f***ing.
Yeah.
No, so.
If you've seen all that I've said already, you may have learned this by now, wink wink, but it's clear to see from the past to the present that PursuitVR is not only a liar, but a manipulator. In the past, he posted one of many apology videos which he now has private. He states that in this video he said the N-word once, and the rest of the screenshots of him saying the N-word was not him and in fact edited. This is the first proof of lying, as this would simply just not be the final case of him saying the N-word. Pursuit was also known to screen share himself typing the N-word as well as change some of his members' name in his Discord server to the hard R. His old Discord moderators, which do not associate himself with Pursuit, which I shall not mention either, has also revealed the true side of Pursuit, the real deal. Who he was behind the camera. Some of the things mentioned that he would say the hard R every day. PursuitVR was also homophobic too, provided in this screenshot. Provided from his old moderators, Pursuit only uses old moderators / old friends to use him when he needed them, this being a key factor towards an act such as manipulation.
When I was friends with PursuitVR, he'd always say the N-word. He also says that he people. He'd say quotes, I people. He was also really toxic and a bad influence on me. He always uses his friends and used me only when it benefited him. He molded me to become racist and toxic to others. He's also done irreparable damage to myself and others.
He molded his old friends to become racist and toxic, and done horrible, unfixable damage to others. PursuitVR has also recently posted a video from the time of this video, posted on the 29th of December 2024, called Gorilla Tag, I'm Changing. He exclaims all of the screenshots of him saying the hard R was true. But let me ask you this, if I shot a man and admitted to it on a VHS tape, does that make me innocent? No, it does not. This is another way of manipulation and putting a sad tone on his voice just to make others feel bad for him and forgive him for his horrible past. Pursuit lied about being MercyVR and lied about being racist. Again, surely he can't get any worse, right? And that is where you are wrong, my friend. thing about PursuitVR is it isn't perfect, nobody is, but there's a certain line where you push it, specifically leaking people's addresses. Pursuit did try and actually dox Styled Snail, and is also friends with someone who doxes people too. PursuitVR has also spread private information such as making an emoji on Discord of Styled Snail's house in real life. Luckily, this was confirmed to not be Styled Snail's house, yet with this attempt to leak his location, this was most likely an accident and was intended to be harmful. It's clear to see that the attempts of leaking people's addresses or local areas is still meant to be a malicious attack. Pursuit also tried to dox someone called Cub, which is well known with around 350,000 subscribers. Pursuit showed off Cub's local area in DMs, and although this wasn't meant to come to the public eye, this can still be seen as an intention to scare and manipulate Cub. Pursuit tries to play this off as him being friends with Cub, but this is just another lie. Pursuit also has claims of him trying to dox people when they piss him off. And whether this video does or does not piss you off Pursuit, there's no need to dox me for bringing the truth to the world. Pursuit has even been stating at times in voice chat on Discord believing several people should be doxed, and he wanted to dox him simply for doing something like breaking his trust. His friend who also doxes people is racist, has raided multiple Discord servers, sent God to servers, and blackmailed people. This is unconfirmed if Pursuit is still friends with this person, but alas, this is still information from the past and which has happened. PursuitVR has done a lot of scamming in the past, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Although I have no evidence of this, I do remember in the past PursuitVR asking people to donate to his PayPal account, which isn't bad I suppose, but as PursuitVR returned to YouTube, so has his begging ways. However, with the super chat feature on YouTube, he's been scamming his fans. Recently, now and in the past, there's been a text display in his streams where he would say £5 for a new code. Nothing wrong with that, but when it comes for the donation being sent, he will obviously leave the code, but then will beg people and forcefully make them to wait, so he gets money and subscribers. PursuitVR would also skip codes when getting multiple donations. He claims he needs money to stream and get paychecks, but then also claims he can spend $500 on his girlfriend. Which, I mean, I don't mean to dig into your personal life. This yet again could be a scam, or a lie, or even the truth. It was a poorly structured sentence which makes me confused on how he's struggling with his financial status at the moment, yet with having enough to spend $500 on his girlfriend. Yet again guys, I do not want to dig into this guy's personal life, I'm just confused, okay? Just remember though, PursuitVR does not care about you, he uses manipulation to get his own way. Just remember, PursuitVR does not care about you, he uses manipulation to get his own way. And most likely only wants to return just so he can get the money. Pursuit, you may or may not watch this, but just remember, the truth always comes to the light. Once again, please do not spread hate towards anyone mentioned, no matter their actions. Spreading hate towards them will not make the situation better, nor really make you a better person. This will not resolve the situation. Please also remember to join my Discord server with the link in the description or at discord.gg/PieterPie. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications as I'm live almost every single day, and I'd love the support. Thank you for watching and have a great day, and until next time, goodbye.